Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I got a special treat for you guys today as far as musical gear. It's actually a gear that I don't want to sell, but, you know, I got so much stuff. You know, I'm just getting stuff every day. And some stuff has to go. Because actually I have an Ensoniq ZR17, 76 keys. I love that thing. Been trying to get rid of it. Would like to, but the mistake I made is I bought a keyboard that's too fucking heavy to move around. You do not take this keyboard to gigs. It's too fucking heavy. You might get a friend to help you take it to the studio because you got some stuff you need to drop. But I would never really get rid of this, you know. And it's not that I want to, but I'm like, it's just too heavy. But anyway, what I have is a sound module. It's the Korg 05r-W. I believe it's the rack version of the Korg 01W. If anybody were to ask me, just like with the guitars, if I only could take one guitar out the house because the house on fire, it'd be my white telly because it got so much memories attached to that particular guitar. And if they were to ask me what rack mount, it would be Korg. You know, I got a couple of Korgs. I love Korg stuff. Korg, I remember, and these were some good old days, back in the gigging days. You could not come to a gig without your Yamaha DX7, because Yamaha DX7 is the one that just kind of took synthesizing to a whole nother level. Every band had one. And everybody was saying, ain't nothing gonna top this. Then the Korg dropped the M1, kicked the Yamaha's ass, kicked it bad, you know. And from that point on, I was just really a huge Korg fan because they have beautiful sound patches. And this module here, and I'll leave the stats down here. It's hundreds of patches. And I actually used two of these patches, actually 3, on this song that I'm working on. And once this song is complete, it's going to be a hit. I'm telling you, you know, as a writer, what's going to be big. And this is going to be big for several reasons. It's just like with your guitar playing or whatever instrument you play. Over the years, you get better. Same thing with songwriting. It's like this one is, it'll go toe to toe with anything out there now. Matter of fact, it'll blow everything away because the majority of these people now can't play, can't read, you know. They just get a groove, sing over it, and they call it a hit. But from my musical peers, I'm going to get praise for the song that I just did or I completed. And I used this module. And the module, and I'm showing it to you in a minute, the module has hundreds of sound patches and they're beautiful sound patches. And it have over 114 drum sounds and 5 drum kits. This module alone for the drums would be worth the $149. Like I said, I'm sure to you in a minute, because with the magic of MIDI, and it took me a couple of years to figure this out when MIDI came out. That I remember this when I had my Roland D5. Actually, I still got one in the back. The drum sounds on that were better than the drum machine that I was using. I said, man, I wish I could use these drums instead of these. And I would have to sometimes manually punch in certain things from the keyboard drum sound, not knowing at that time that I could MIDI up my keyboard to my drum machine and pull those sounds off the drum machine, the keyboard, and play them on the drum machine. You know, didn't know that at the time, you know, but just the drum sounds alone on this thing is worth the $149. You can consider it like a mini drum machine, you know, but it has hundreds of sound patches and they're beautiful. Like I said, the song that I just finished composing, I forgot I used the bass on this too. I used the bass, I used the harps sounds. I used this other angelical sound and it sounds great. And I'm going to stick it up here. Turn it on, of course. Because like I said, sometimes when people be selling their stuff on eBay, it's like, at least take a picture of the unit with it being on. You know, it's like, you don't have to be a musician to figure that one out, you know. There it goes. I guess you probably be able to read it from And don't let the size fool you. Don't let the size fool you. This thing kicks. Because there, sometimes there are some modules that are small and they're shitty. And one tip off that this is not one of those shitty small modules where you look at the back and you see the outputs. They're the guitar cable cords. Is that? Oh, yeah, there you go. Guitar cable cords. It ain't that RCA shit. When you see a module that just only have RCA cords and you need that adapter, don't fuck with that because it's garbage. That's the tip off. When you see that RCA cord, it's garbage. Leave it alone. It's a toy. This one's not a toy. It's just compact. And it's in great condition. All the knobs are there. All the knobs work. You get the power supply too. It didn't get lost, and you got to get your own nonsense. Grown-ass men that can't take care of their expensive gear. They let stuff go missing. They can't find the cord. The knob fell off, or somebody pulled the knob off, or some of the knobs ain't working. It's like, keep that garbage, because it's garbage. It says a lot about a man that can't take care of his shit. Leave him alone. Don't deal with that guy, But this thing sounds great, and I'm going to leave the stats down there. Also, this is very important. I'm going to leave a link so you can see this guy that can really play piano, because I'm not a piano player, so it wouldn't be a good idea for me to try to demo something that I can't do the best that I can on it. But this guy can play his ass off, and he went through a lot of these sound patches, and they sound good. That's what made me, decide to go with this when I seen that video. I seen that video actually about a year ago. I was like, yeah, one day when I find one of these, I'm going to get it, and I found it, and it sounds good. But again, like people say, well, why you sell it? I got a lot of stuff. I got stuff coming in, next week too? And the week after that, So I try to find deals for you guys, instead of, because if you go on Reverb right now, it's about $250. And it's worth $250, it's worth $250, but it's not about trying to juice people for their money for equipment. I'm happy when I can make you guys happy, because I remember those days when I got great deals and how good I felt. And I'm like, I want to share that feeling with you guys. I want you guys to feel that way. So I just got fucked. Like with my Makira, whatever that website, this guy sold me sold me a mixer that didn't work. Lied and said it worked. Then lied on top of that and said he had it checked out by a professional before he shipped it, which is a lie. I'm like, that's just some garbage. You don't want to feel that way. And I ended up losing $100 on that. I was not able to get my money back because of the effed up policy that they have there. Well, since you've already sent some feedback, we released this money. And, eBay, you're allowed to leave feedback, whether it's good or bad. And if it doesn't work, you get your money back. But anyway, check out this video. I mean, this guy spent like 30 minutes playing. And it's like, whoa. Instead of you getting a minute or two. And then, a lot of these people, and I'm not trying to be negative, don't know how to play well. They sit here playing these soundscape stuff. I'm like, that's cool for an intro. But what about meat and potato patches? Can you play to do that? No, the 5 minutes of soundtrack stuff. Like, man, I want to hear you play the piano, not these soundscapes, because that's kind of a telltale sign you're not a good piano player, because I'm not a good piano player. But a lot of my stuff have those soundscapes as well as piano playing, which, I can play decent enough to pull off a composition that sounds nice. But I'm not this super virtuoso piano player. I never have been, and unfortunately, I probably never will be. I'm best at guitar and bass and saxophone, oddly enough. But I don't play sax anymore because my lungs can't take that. That was my first instrument. I was like, I'm getting headaches. My jaws are hurting. I'm like, no, I can't do this, even though I do it well. Every now and then I crank out a sax solo at one of our shows. And it's like, whoa, that guy can play sax. But again, it's just, lungs ain't there for that, especially as you get older. But anyway, only $149, which is a giveaway for this module. Please check out that video link. Check it out. You see how great this keyboard module is. $149 plus $35 shipping and handling. It'll go out UPS. priority mail, signature required. You got to sign for it, you know. And the post office won't just leave your stuff on the porch and won't ring the bell. Quick story. 2 days ago, took me a nap because I'm up all night working on stuff. So I got up. I'm sitting on my couch, and I can hear good. And I hear a truck pulling up. Then I hear somebody come up on the steps on the porch. Then that was it. I go out there. It was FedEx because they're notorious for that. I hate to give you guys a punch in the eye, but UPS don't do that. They always ring my bell. The Postal Service never do that. They always ring my bell. It's always FedEx. I went out there and 6 big ass boxes on my porch, tall boxes. I'm like, come on, man, ring the bell so I can get these up off my porch because this is around the time, the holidays, that people are now really taking your stuff. You know, they started this maybe a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, because 20 years ago earlier, that was unheard of anybody coming up on your porch and taking your shit. Now, they take your shit, even though they don't know what's in it. You know, so I'm like, you know, come on, man, you know. And that's why I always go with UPS or United States Postal or UPS. You know, it'll get to you safely. You can track it. Those guys will ring your bell or knock on your door, you know. But if you're interested, because I know this one's going to go quick, leave me a comment saying, hey, Morris, man, I want this. And then when I respond, okay, send your money now. You send it. I put sold up here, and then it go out the very next business day. If this gets sold today, this will go out first thing in the morning to the United States Postal Service facility and get tracking on it. You know, because I don't drag my feet when you guys give me your money. Your stuff go out the next day. None of that 3, 4, 5 days later nonsense. It's like, handle your business. That was something that my dad instilled in me. Handle your business. Don't be dragging feet. Don't have nobody come looking for you. Don't tell them you forgot. You know, none of that. You know, none of that. You know, because my time is valuable, and I'm sure you guys' time is valuable. You know, I've been waiting 3 weeks for my stuff. I pay more, man. No. It goes out the next business day. You know, and again, if this gets sold today, this going out first thing in the morning. I'm usually the first guy at the Postal Service when they open up at 8:30. I'm the first guy in line, you know, to get you guys stuff off. So again, $149, which is a great deal for this, and $35 shipping and handling. Be sure when you send your money that in the message box you have your address. You know, I get a lot of people that send me money. I don't have an address to send them back, and then sometimes there's no email in the PayPal account to even tell you what I need to send this, you know, so please check that off your list. You know, before you send money, make sure that, you know, you got your email in your email account, and also, you know, your address in the message box. So until next time, take care. Like I said, I hate to part with this one. It's small, you know, it's easy to move it around in the studio or in the house. Cause like I said, with my Sonic 76, I'm going to have to get a dolly to move it from one room to another. Cause it's heavy. That thing is heavy. And you can't take it out, you know, and I can't sell it as far as shipping it because I can't get that thing weigh about 70 pounds. And I'm like, I'm just going to be stuck with it. And I won't say stuck with it because that implies that's bad. That thing got some great sounds. And the sequence, you know, is just incredible. It's so intuitive and very user friendly, you know. But from time to time, I like to sell gear and buy gear and sell gear. It keeps it fresh. It's still like the same guitar for 20 years. I get the same keyboards, the same sounds. I like moving around. I like mixing it up. But I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for listening. But again, this is the Korg 05r-W rack mount. For only $149, $35 shipping and handling. Ready to go out the very next business day with tracking. Signature required. I guess that's all I need to mention. This is a great deal. And like I said, check out that link. Please check out that link of that guy playing this module for 30 minutes, going through all these sound patches in there. You know, it's just incredible. I told him, I said, dude, Korg should be paying you for this because you gave a really good presentation and demo of their product. So next time, take it there.